Yeah, boom, boom, bam. Do I got good lighting? That looks kind of bad there. Can I brighten that up a bit? Okay, that's a little better. Boom, boom, bam. Welcome back to another edition of the Great Debate Show. I'm a little earlier today than I'm supposed to be. I said I was gonna switch from noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific to maybe 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. So yeah, maybe I'm like 90 minutes early, but hey man, this is an emergency podcast, breaking news, so I might as well start now and get to it. You've heard it. The Cowboys traded Micah Parsons. They really did do it. Y'all were telling me I think it's really gonna happen, and I'm like, nah. Jerry Jones does this all the damn time with all of his players, but I did say last night and earlier today when I was on Twitch and Twitter, I did a live episode this afternoon at the regular time, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. I said that Adam Schefter did say last week it could be a divorce in the making. People were still kind of like, nah. And I was still kind of like, nah. Bull jive, as the other Unc would say. But I'm your favorite Unc, Uncle JJ. It's the Great Debate Show. If you've never been here before, welcome. Micah Parsons got traded, y'all, to the Green Bay Packers. I just said earlier today, maybe it'll be the Patriots, maybe it'll be the Buffalo Bills, an AFC team that could really use his services. No. Once I tell you what they got in return, maybe you'll understand why they chose Green Bay, even though it's the NFC. They could very well see him in the playoffs at any time. I don't know. They may even play him in the regular season. I'm not sure. But what y'all think about this, man? The Dallas Cowboys really did this. Is this close to what Jimmy Johnson did back in, what was it, like the late 80s when he came into Dallas and he traded away Herschel Walker for a gang of picks, and he used all of those picks to get the Emmitt Smiths and the Troy Aikmans and the Michael Irvins of the world. The Dallas Cowboys have traded Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. Now, some people think Micah is a little overrated. I think he's a great pass rusher. I think that's it, though. I think he does lack some things when it comes to stopping the run and things like that. Brandon Ayuk has blocked that dude 30, 40 yards down the field while Debo just jogged into the end zone. But he's still a bad boy. And he's the best defensive player that they had, I think. Anyway, the Cowboys have traded Micah to the Cowboys for Kenny Clark. And he's still around. It seems like Kenny Clark has been around forever. But they traded him for Kenny Clark and 2 first-round picks. Now, the 2 first-round picks was a given. We knew that was going to happen. We thought maybe it would be 2 or 3 first-round picks. But you don't need 3 if you get Kenny Clark, who still can play. 2 first-round picks and a player. Micah Parsons' contract is huge. It's 4 years, $188 million. However, it's only like 100 and, hold on, let me make sure I get it right. It's only like 100 and, Adam Schefter says it's like 120 guaranteed, but somebody else says that it's, one second. Micah Parsons, the Packers agree on a 4-year, $188 million contract. It makes him the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history, according to Adam Schefter. The Cowboys are receiving 2 first-round picks and defensive tackle Kenny Clark from the Packers, according to multiple reports. Adam Schefter says it's $188 million guaranteed. 120 guaranteed. That leaves $68 million that he probably will never see. But there's another source from Ian Rappaport with NFL Network, and he's saying that the 4-year, $188 million deal is $136 million guaranteed. So they're off $16 million. Who cares? I don't give a damn. I ain't getting none of it. But whether it's 120 guaranteed or 136 guaranteed, it happened. It happened. What's up to Bayou Kernawan in the building saying, bro, he's got an emoji with the cup of coffee and a picture of maybe himself. I don't know. This is crazy, man. I know. What's up to Z in the building saying hi? What's up to y'all, man? Solo Fearless in the building saying, go, Pack, go. Yes, this is a perfect day to say that, brother. Congratulations. Congratulations on your newest edition. Steel DRE in the building, sharing the live. Thank you so much for doing that. The Cowboys are dumb, says Big Mob. And we're going to talk about that. Are they dumb or is this a good move? Now, it's 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark. Now, We don't know what they're going to do with those 2 first-round picks. They can't do nothing with them until next spring for the 2026 draft. That could be Arch Manning, though. Well, no, it can't be Arch Manning because the Packers are probably not going to be the worst team in the league picking at number 1. Either way, if they can do good with those picks, this could be still similar to what Jimmy Johnson did when he traded Herschel Walker. This is not quite as many picks, but 2 picks and a player. What do y'all think of Kenny Clark? He's been around for a while, but he still has kind of been the best player on the Packers D-line. Who's dumb, the Cowboys or the Packers? Let's talk about it. I'm not, it just happened, so I can't say yet. But anyway, Micah Parsons, 4-year, $188 million. It's at an average of $47 million per year. 47. Myles Garrett got 40. This motherfucker got 47. So we're already about to start giving edge rushers $50 million a year. Whew. Makes you get all ugly in the face when you say it, right? $47 million of them things. You know, you like Pops from the Wayans brothers. You just can't cut through that all that loot quick enough. He's going to get paper cuts. Damn. Jerry Jones really was pissed off. I mean, we know he was in his feelings because Micah Parsons said, talk to my agent. Duh. They said he was in his feelings, but damn, he must have really been hot. We don't know what the number was. It'll come out probably later on what he offered Micah months ago or a year ago. I don't know. But Micah Parsons now tops the NFL, of course, as it goes to, as it concerns pass rushers. Micah Parsons at 47 per, TJ Watt at 41 per, and Jamar Chase has 40.3. Myles Garrett, the other edge rusher, at 40. When Myles Garrett got that 40, we were all like, I be damn. Now that 40 is something to laugh at because TJ Watt got 41 and Micah just got 47. This is why they made the deal. Maybe he said, hey, man, I don't care about the AFC team. 47 per, trade me there or I ain't showing up none this year. I'll take whatever pay cut I got to take. I'll retire. I'll lose whatever I got. I don't know. But a contract like this, it shows why they said, fuck it. You know, I'll go there. Now, the Cowboys didn't have to take it, but 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark must have been good to him. Now, what do y'all think happens? They could use Kenny Clark in that interior defensive line. They won't have Micah Parsons to coming out the edge like that, but they could probably put a few bodies in there where they can, I don't know. Let me see what y'all got to say, man. First, I want to speak to Leon Pro. He says hi. Bayou saying okay. Leon said hi again. Emma in the building saying hi. JVR saying hi. Hello to you all. Some of you all I haven't seen before. This is the Great Debate Show, and I'm your favorite Uncle JJ. I'm back. Better than ever, baby. In the dungeon. Up in the bitch. And man, MJD is in the building, liking the live video. Jerry Poppins in this bitch. All mothers, let your sons grow up to be football players. That's really not what we're supposed to tell our kids no more, Dre, the way if you ever saw Concussion. But, man, if you can get paper like this, I guess so. I've been telling my nephews play baseball, but maybe I need to change that up, you know. Damn. FG in the building. Banjo in the building. Am I going to cop that rival jersey? What do y'all think about the new Niner jerseys, the black? It's all right, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's all right, I guess. It's cool. It's not the worst thing. It's okay. But are they going to rock them this year? Or is it just, how many of these teams are going to actually wear those jerseys? I'd rather see the throwbacks or just the 75th season jerseys edition in 94 when we won those throwbacks. I don't know. But anyway, let's see what everybody got to say. Thoughts on the Micah Parsons trade. I'm about to talk about it now. E-Machine, Boston won, Shaky Life. Thank you for joining me. Buccaneers going all the way. You're not the only one that's been saying that here on my TikTok live streams. Patrick said they traded my guy. Yes, they did, Pat. The Rick, 1998. They did. How do you feel about it? Do you not like Kenny Clark and the 2 first-round picks? Start looking right now and think about some of the picks that you could get, though, next year. Watch college football this season and figure out who are you going to get. One thing about Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones now, say what you will, but they do put together good teams in the draft. They just don't do well in the free agency department. They don't sign players. They don't go get the player they need to go get right then and there when they get released. or they say they want to trade and they're demanding it. They could be that one player away and they won't do anything. Nothing. But they can draft. They've already got Kenny Clark and they've got 2 first-round picks. What's going to happen? I don't know. Tell me what you think, Pat the Rick. Banjo said it's clean. It's a one-game thing, though. Pat said, my heart hurts, man. I feel for you, brother. Cowboy fans. I know a few fans right now I need to be trying to call and text. I hope it's not too late by the time I finish this live, because I hope they don't go jump off the I-240 bridge. Man, I need to make sure that they're okay, because they never thought that this was going to happen. The only thing that they've done is just complain about Jerry Jones and said, man, he needs to stop that BS. But you know damn well he's not going anywhere. And, you know, when you hear from these Cowboys and they tell you this and you see what you see, well, hell, you think that, you know what? They're probably right. They're not going anywhere. Wrong. He did. And a lot of people kind of felt it, though. Some people said when he said he didn't want to be there anymore, he meant it. And he got his wish. He's a Green Bay Packer. I'm more stunned that they traded him within the NFC. I thought that maybe he would be a Buffalo Bill. Who was the other team? The Patriots, who said they would give up a first or a second, you know, for a big name player. The Panthers, we heard, was going to get in the mix. We heard about the Packers yesterday, but nobody knew if it was going to really come to fruition. Nobody knew how true it was. What's up to Magic Johnson? That's my guy. Good afternoon, kings and queens, or good evening in some areas. I hope all is well. Hope you have a terrific Thursday. Magic Johnson says Jahmyr Gibbs is starting for the Lions this year. Well deserved. I agree. Magic Johnson also says Le'Veon Moss is going to make it to the NFL. Who was that? Was that Randy's son or something? Whatever happened to Thaddeus? Tell me who that is, Magic. All right. Champaz is laughing his butt off right now. I know, man. This is crazy. This is a great day to me. Traded an overrated player and didn't overpay him, says Kevin. Traded an overrated player and didn't overpay him. They did not overpay him. So see what I'm saying? Some people already thought that he was a little overrated and they didn't want him to get $42 million to be the highest paid, or 43 or 44. The Packers gave him 47 per. At least that's the way it looks right now. I don't know if the 120 million is guaranteed or the 136. Two different sources. Ian Rappaport says 136. Schefter says 120. Either way, it's a lot of damn money. But Kevin right here is saying on TikTok that this is a great day to him. I'm guessing you're a Cowboy fan. He's glad that they didn't overpay him. And they did not, because they don't have him anymore. They got 2 first-round picks and they've got Kenny Clark. Let's think about this for a minute and let's talk about it before we say anything that we will regret later, or we'll backtrack and say, nah, I was wrong. Let's just think about it for a second. How bad is this trade for Dallas? How good is this trade for Green Bay? The Green Bay Packers just gave up Kenny Clark, who has been around forever. So they're probably not missing him. Well, they will miss him. But maybe they've got some people that can replace him. Elevate some people from the practice squad. Maybe they've drafted some people. Who knows? But the main thing here, what's key is, are they going to get $47 million worth out of Micah Parsons? I don't know. I'm not so sure that the Cowboys are as dumb as people are saying they are. I need to just think about this for a minute and let it digest. I don't want to say anything and be wrong. Maybe I need to just sleep on it and come back tomorrow and give you my final answer, my final verdict. But damn, they really fucking did it. Whew. One player to finish top 3 in Defensive Player of the Year voting in 3 of the last 4 seasons. That is Micah Parsons, and now he's a Green Bay Packer. The fact that the Packers have him, but the Cowboys got 2 picks coming up, and I know they won't have them this year. But I don't know, man. Let me see what some more people saying. Kevin got me thinking. I said it as soon as I hit the live button, like, is this dumb or is this good? They can draft. Now, I know the draft is until next spring, but we don't know who those 2 players are going to be. So we would kind of have to wait before we say the Cowboys really just lost this trade. They may be losing for now, but who are they going to get? What's up, Bailey Breakdown? I'm going to get to you in 1 second. Ann said, look at them Cowboys. I mean, Ant. That's right, Ant. Look at them. You going to cop that rival jersey? I don't know, Banjo. FU in the building. Josh the Great 3 says, I don't ever want to hear anybody say that the Cowboys are going to win a Super Bowl. They don't want to. Now, I've said that and people call me crazy. I said it's fake, and I said they don't want to win. Maybe Jerry Jones profits a lot more losing. He does. For 19 straight years, they've come in top 5, top 3, or I'm sorry, number 1, as far as the highest paid, the highest franchise, according to Forbes. They've been a top team bringing in that revenue, and they've been losing for these past 19 seasons also. Maybe they don't want to win. Great comment, Josh. Could be the comment of the day so far. Let me read some more. Soul Man 2021, thank you for that gifted badge. How much he got traded for, Soul Man? It's 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark. That's what the Packers gave the Cowboys for Micah Parsons services. Kenny Clark can still play football, though. I know he's been around, seems like forever. And you got 2 first-round picks that, what if that pick is Jeremiah Smith from Ohio State? You know, like, he probably is going to be a top 10 pick, though. So, yeah, they probably won't be able to do that. But Pickens is only there for 1 year right now, so I'm just off the top. If Pickens has a good year, he wants to go get a bag somewhere, maybe they don't keep him. Maybe they bring in Jeremiah Smith. What if some of these quarterbacks that people are telling me are better than Arch Manning? What if they get a quarterback? They're tired of Dak, and they're paying him all that money. They may trade Dak and move off of him, too. It may not be a quarterback. It could be an edge rusher. It could be another DT that could be right there next to Kenny Clark. Maybe they get another linebacker or something, man. Maybe they tweak that offensive line up. I mean, those 2 picks, I hate to say this because it's the Cowboys, but I got to be honest, they will do well with those 2 picks. It's just we got to wait a whole nother season before we see who those picks are and how those players are going to pan out when they get to the NFL. E-Week says Jerry Jones and Nico Harrison going band for band. Hey, you know, we did say months ago that what if the Cowboys traded Micah Parsons, it would be the laughing stock of Texas, of Dallas, if Luka and Micah Parsons got traded all in 1 year. That's exactly what the fuck just happened. That now is the new comment of the day. Thank you, E-Week. Jerry Jones and Nico Harrison really did go band for band. Now, who is dumber? I'm glad this happened just because of that comment right there, what he said. Now we can leave Nico Harrison the fuck alone. I was getting sick of it because I think the Mavericks have a good roster, even though Luka's no longer there. And they also removed Luka Doncic's statue in Dallas. Just got that news yesterday or the day before yesterday. That's funny to me. Luka's a bad boy, don't get me wrong. He looks like he's in great shape. Will he still play defense? Will he play defense, though? That's neither here nor there. We'll see. But is this worse than Nico Harrison? I know Luka's that dude. But Micah Parsons? A top 3 defensive player of the year in 3 of the last 4 years. He's only been in the league for 4 years. Now, again, I think Micah's a little overrated, just a little bit. He's a pass rusher, much better than my Nick Bosa, but that's it. He's not very good at stopping the run. Bosa stops the run. He's not really good at, he gets blocked up and can get shedded pretty quick. I watched my boy B.A., Brandon Ayuk, block him 40 yards down the field, while Deebo Samuel was just, like he was playing Madden. He was just hitting a celebration move on his way to the end zone. He's got some weaknesses, but he's the highest paid player in the league now. Non-quarterback, I mean. Wow. I got to think about that for a minute, E-Week. That's a good comment. Did this top Nico Harrison? What do y'all think, Cowboy fans, of Jerry Jones now? Now, are you really wishing his death would come a lot sooner than later now? I shouldn't have said that. I don't really mean it, but I'm just having fun here, y'all. It's your favorite uncle. Uncles just say stuff sometimes, and they don't really think about it. It's the Great Debate Show. Magic John Bailey Breakdown said it's not even like Micah didn't want to play for Dallas. That's true. Jerry Jones just put off his contract, and then when the season is 1 week away, they trade him. That's insane. He wanted to be a Cowboy. Well, he did until August 1st. He said August 1st he didn't want to be a Cowboy anymore, and he's not. Good comment, Bailey. Hope all is well with you. Ruby G says Parsons ain't 100%. That makes this trade not so smart for the Packers. I did hear that he had, what was it they said he had going on? Tell me what the injury is. I never heard how big or major it was. But tell me, Rudy G. Thank you, Rudy. Mr. Green in the building said, what do you think about the Saints quarterback situation? I think they went with the right one. Ratliff, whatever his name is. He's okay. And I don't know what to say about Tyler Shook yet, but you can always go to the rookie. So I think it made sense to just wait on the rookie, and you can always get to him later. B. Wayne is back in the building. What's up, Wayne? He said, no much better than Bosa. Not much better than Bosa? Who, Micah Parsons? Like I said, I think he's a better pass rusher than Bosa, but I don't think he's a better run stuffer than Bosa. Magic Johnson said Mahomes is a little overrated too. He kind of is. And it's been showing since Eric Bieniemy left. If you look at the All-22, Patrick Mahomes doesn't really go through his progressions very well. But he's got a good coach, so you never really get to see it. He's got speed. He had speed. He's got speed now. He's got talent. Travis Kelce the first couple of years. Tyreek Hill, you didn't see it. Now you're kind of starting to see some of his flaws. That's not a crazy comment, Wayne. I mean, who said that? Damn, where did that comment go? Oh, yeah, Magic. That's not a bad comment, Magic, at all. Run at Parsons is all you do. Yes, that's right, Wayne. You can do that. That's his weakness. So that's like I said. How dumb are the Cowboys? B. Wayne said right. Bailey breakdown. The Packers and the Cowboys play. Of course they do. Play on Sunday Night Football Week 4. I will be watching that game. Everybody will. Bailey, everybody will. It's in Jerry's world as well. Well, they're not going to boo Micah. He wanted to be there until August the 1st. They may cheer him. That's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to cheer Micah Parsons the entire night on Sunday Night Football, just like the Mavericks cheered Luka when he came back to Dallas. I was like, come on, y'all. I know you miss him, but all of this just to be petty toward Nico Harrison? You forgetting to cheer for the Mavs. Klay Thompson just hit a 3. You forgot to say, yay! It just, after the first couple of possessions, it just got to be annoying to me. Now, I bet the Cowboy fans are going to try to top that to get at Jerry. I can't say that I blame them, but how dumb are the Cowboys? How dumb is Jerry? Like, 2 first-round picks, Kenny Clark, and like Magic Johnson just said, I mean, like B. Wayne just said, you can run at Parsons. B.A. blocked that dude 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. That's a wide receiver who ain't that big. Chubb is starting for the Texans. That's correct, because Joe Mixon is on the PUP list. Who's going to be the best running back duo in the backfield this year when Joe Mixon gets back? Is it him and Chubb? Is it my guys CMC and B-Rob? Is it Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery? Let's see. Do you think Brian Robinson will be a big asset for the 49ers? I'm not really sure. I didn't watch him have a good game like some of the other good running backs. Yes, I do, Bailey. I do. If he plays him, if Shanahan plays him, if Kyle Nostyle plays him, I see big things. B. Wayne said Niners, bang, bang. Best run game, CMC bounce back. If he bounces back, I'm afraid B-Rob won't get enough touches. I hope that doesn't happen. They need to save CMC. And this is what I was wrong about. The Cowboys don't have those 2 first-round picks in 2026. I just saw that. I'm sorry. It's 2 first-round picks in Kenny Clark, but they're in separate years. 2026 is the first-round pick. The other first-round pick is 2027. So glad Gibbs is starting. That news just broke because I ain't saw that, but good for Gibbs. That's a good running back duo back there. They're probably the second best now if Kyle Nostyle uses and utilizes B-Rob and CMC the right way. But yeah. So it's 2 first-round picks, but you get 1 pick in 26 and another one in 27. I thought about that. I'm like, the Packers had 2 first-round picks? It's this in separate years. Now that makes it look like, now it kind of looks dumb. I mean, it's good if they're going to be able to use that first round pick in 2027 too. But you know damn well people want, Cowboy fans especially, they want results now. And it's going to be another 2 years before they actually see how those picks come to fruition or not. So my mistake, I thought that they were going to get to pick 2 guys plus their own pick. I thought they were going to have 3 first-round picks coming up. But no. But still, they will have 2 first-round picks next year, their own pick and the Packers, and then in 2027, they'll have 2 first-round picks, their own and the Packers. Still not too shabby. Is this worse than Nico Harrison trading Luka away? Is Dallas the laughing stock city of franchises in sports right now? I got some more stuff to read on. David Montgomery gonna vulture the hell out of Gibbs at the goal line. I hope Micah, thank you, Wayne. I hope Micah Parsons has 5 sacks to force fumbles and a pick 6 against the Cowboys on Sunday night. He probably will. But remember, all you got to do is run at him. Josh, who's the running back for Dallas? Who's the running backs? Miles Sanders and who else? Yeah, I don't know if he can run at him like that, but you can run at him. Who you cashing in on, says Ty. Man, Seth Rollins. And the vision, Clark not the same as Micah. Well, they play 2 different positions, Kevin. But he's probably just not the same Kenny Clark anymore. But so you're saying you don't agree it's a bad trade? Most people are going to say it's a bad trade just because Jerry Jones traded him. But 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark isn't too shabby either. You just got to wait to see how it's going to pan out. Most of your good players go 2, 3, and 4 round picks. That's true, Solo Fearless. That is true. And that's why the Niners should only pick after round 3. Because they're better at that. But the first 2 rounds, they're not. They haven't been that good. Wow. Packers won the trade. Not awful for the Cowboys, though, says Core Bench. Now, that is a very safe yet realistic comment there. Reason being because, listen to what he said again. Core Bench said the Packers won the trade, but it's not an awful trade for the Cowboys. I kind of want to agree with him. They got Micah Parsons. They're paying him a lot of money, but they got him. So, yes, that is a good trade for the Packers. However, it's not really a bad trade for the Cowboys either. I kind of agree with that. They got 2 first-round picks out of it, and right now they've got Kenny Clark. The Cowboys defense could use him because I was playing with the Cowboys last night, and I couldn't stop the run. How Missy Elliott said, I can't stop the run. I know she said the rain, but I couldn't stop the run. I don't even know why I picked him. I wanted to play with Joe Milton. I played with Joe Milton in the second. I should have won the game. I got beat by the Rams. Damn it. And Micah Parsons did not get 1 sack on Matt Stafford, I don't believe. So he didn't have a back injury on Madden. Kenny Clark is a sleeper. Kenny Clark, a sleeper. He's good. I agree. Core Bench is coming out with some bops right now. That's another good comment. I agree. He is still good. Micah Cap hit his $63 million the first year. I don't blame him. I don't blame Jerry for not paying that much money. Well, he didn't. Thank you for the comment, Ty. Damn, $63 million cap hit. I like that. Kenny Clark is a sleeper. He's been doing it for a long time. No matter how old he is, you always hear Kenny Clark's name when you're watching a Packer game. You always do. Parsons getting that huge contract. He wants to move to Green Bay. The contract he wanted, with the move to Green Bay, the Cowboys get 2 first-round picks and a player. Again, I was wrong. Those 2 first-round picks are in 26 and 27. They're not both the same year in 26. Call me Spencer James because I'm angry, bro. I wanted Micah to win it for us, says Rafael Hernandez. I don't know if you were going to win at all, but definitely won't be with him. Ty said for Bosa, 2 firsts. I would love to take those 2 first-round picks too for Bosa. You think the Cowboys will offer us that now since they need to replace him, or would they just wait till the draft? Maybe we can get those picks that the Packers just gave them. Maybe they don't want to wait. Maybe they say, hey, but the Niners wouldn't do it. Y'all know they love Nick Bosa. I don't know why they love him so much. He's good, but he ain't great. I don't think he's better than Trey Hendrickson. I don't think he's better than Max Crosby, TJ Watt, or Myles Garrett. I don't think he's top 5. Or maybe he's right at 5. Now, he's not better than Micah Parsons, not pass rushing, but you can't block Nick Bosa 30 yards down the field. You can't run at Nick Bosa like that. So I don't know which way you want to go with that. They're edge rushers, but you got to stuff to run too. That sounds good though, man. The Niners wouldn't do it. Tro Daddy says, agree. What's up to Chucky Fisher? Thank you, Tro Daddy. TV said he's easily top 5. Who? Bosa? I don't think he's easily top 5, but that's just my opinion. I'm not a fan of Bosa. I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't think he does much until we get the leads and we can pin our ears back because we know the offense is one-dimensional. When you keep us in our base defense, he looks lost. And I've seen him get mauled by some of the biggest and better offensive linemen in the league. If you're going to be a future Hall of Famer, you've got to beat those guys too. You got to beat Lane Johnson at some point, bro. He didn't even beat the other one on the other side. Not Lane Johnson, but the other one, Malawai or whatever his name is. He didn't beat him either. There's film on how he just bullied him. It's embarrassing to watch. I know it's embarrassing for him to watch. And I know you're saying, but that's the Eagles. And that's Nick Bosa. If he's what you say he is, don't let that happen. We're going to disagree on that. We can agree to disagree, though. It's okay. Bosa cool, but he ain't the best. And I wouldn't say easily top 5. I would say maybe he's number 5. But I put Crosby over him. I think Crosby the best right now. That's just my opinion. Every time I watch him, he is doing something in the backfield, disrupting it. Bosa doesn't disrupt the backfield like that. And I'm not just talking about sacks. I don't see enough pressures. I don't see him disrupt the backfield enough where he gets other players to make plays. J.J. McCarthy and Caleb Williams crying right now. The NFC North predictions next week is going to be very interesting now. Oh, my God. Ty said he is great. Okay, Ty. We get it. You love Bosa. Why are you talking about first picks? If you're a Niner fan, I know you don't want to trade them then, do you? Why did you bring up 2 first-round picks for him? Lockdown said, what's worse, losing Parsons or losing 2 Super Bowls to the Chiefs and 1 to the Ravens? Of course, it's losing 2 Super Bowls and 1 to the Ravens. But again, Lockdown is probably a Cowboy fan, so he's in his feelings right now. If he's a Cowboy fan, I can see why he threw that jab at me. It's okay. My best edge rusher is not getting traded. Mikey in the building said, I thought Micah Parsons would have went to the AFC, not staying there. And that's why some people say it was dumb. I said this morning on Twitch and Twitter, I was live on Twitch and I was live on Twitch and Twitter. Man. And try saying that 10 times fast. And I said he needs to go to Buffalo. Put him on the opposite side of Joey Bosa, or let Joey Bosa come off the bench behind Parsons some plays. We can finally see Josh Allen and the Bills get over the hump and get to the Super Bowl. Or maybe he goes to the Ravens and Lamar Jackson will finally get there. Or maybe he goes to, the Bengals. Maybe they still say, all right, we gave Trey Hendrickson a raise, but he wants more years and stuff. Maybe the Cowboys will give it to him. Trey Hendrickson from Micah Parsons. I said AFC teams this morning. Even though we were told the Packers were in the mix, nobody wanted to buy it because people thought Jerry Jones had more sense than that. But maybe we shouldn't focus on where he got traded. Maybe we shouldn't focus on that Week 4 Sunday night matchup between the Packers at the Cowboys. Maybe we should focus on Kenny Clark and when the Cowboys are going to move off those first-round picks or what they're going to do with them when we get to the draft come next spring. What if they try to move off of those right now and offer a team who has one of the best pass rushers? Nobody would trade one of their best edge rushers right now, though. Not for those picks. I don't think they would. So they probably would have to wait. Mikey, I'm with you, though. I didn't think it would be the NFC. How would you feel if it was Bosa for that package? I wouldn't be mad, man. I'm not the biggest fan of Bosa, Jack. Thank you for the question. I wouldn't be mad like Cowboy fans are mad right now. But then again, Parsons is a better pass rusher than Nick Bosa. He just is. Everybody keeps telling me Bosa needs more help. No, he don't. No, he don't. If he's that guy, if he's him, he should just be him. I'm tired of hearing excuses on how Nick Bosa needs somebody on the other edge. That's the only way he has to look good when Buckner and Armstead is in the middle and D Ford is on the other side. That's a lot. You're going to have to find a way to do that without those guys. I'm sorry. And he's had to, and the numbers have not been good. The production hasn't really been there. And he makes 34 per starting this year. The last 2 years, he's got 32 per. And I don't really think he's earned it. He's good when we know you're one-dimensional. Y'all know I don't care what you think about my opinions. I'm going to say it. Niner fans, bang, bang all day now. I'm red and gold till I'm dead and cold. But you know I'm going to say what the fuck I got to say. That's what I think. That's what I see. I don't know what your eyes see. But my eye test says if they got 2 first-round picks, I would much rather it be 2 first-round picks in the same draft. I don't feel too comfortable with them having to wait for 2027, but you still get 2 first-round picks if you've got your own first-round pick. The next 2 years, Dallas has got 2 first-round picks, though. Theirs and the Packers in 26, theirs and the Packers in 27. I probably would take it, man. And you got Kenny Clark, too, as a player. We could use Kenny Clark right now. If they offered us Kenny Clark, I don't know, man. I probably would jump on that deal. We don't have a Kenny Clark on our D-line. I don't care what you say. Will Alfred Collins be Kenny Clark one day? Maybe, but not now. And let's be real, he probably won't be. Anyway, thank you for the question, though, Jack. Kenny Clark is sleeper good? Okay, I said that already. Yep. Okay, am I caught up? Long live Gerald Jones. Go Birds, man. Jerry Jones. Long live Jerry Jones. Go Birds, man. All right, Eagles. All right. Hey, man, y'all may repeat anyway, regardless. But are you not worried about the Packers just a little bit? I know you're poking fun at Dallas, but are you not worried about Green Bay just a little bit now? Can we talk about that for a minute? We've clowned the Cowboys enough. How good does this make Green Bay? Are they better than Detroit and Minnesota now? Everybody was wondering what's the Packers going to do. They just got Micah. Now, where do you see them going now? Or is it still all on Jordan Love? Kenny Clark is a huge upgrade, says Short Dog. I think it is. I mean, you still lost the best edge rusher in one of the best, but he wasn't the best. Did y'all have Micah Parsons the top 5 edge rusher? Somebody told me Bosa is easily top 5. Where did you have Parsons at? You got T.J. Watt, you got Myles Garrett, you got Max Crosby. That's probably top 3, right? In any order. Not in that particular order, but however way you want to look at it. Parsons and Bosa fit somewhere in there, maybe top 5. Who did I miss? Oh, I didn't say Aiden Hutchinson and Trey Hendrickson. I think Trey Hendrickson and Aiden Hutchinson on a good day are better than Bosa. I did my top 10 edge rushers about a month ago. It's on YouTube. Go back and check out that video. See if you agree. But I do think Kenny Clark is an upgrade. Short Dog. What's up, Art? Arturo back in the building said, no more Parsons. That's good. That's another person that's saying they're not that mad about it. I told you there were Cowboys fans that thought it was overrated. So I think it's going to be a mixed bag with the fans. I'm not on social media right now except talking to you all, so I can't see what they're saying right now. Some of them may actually be okay with this. Let me read a few things that people are saying right now. Jerry Jones, somebody named Antonio Baker said, Jerry Jones fired Jimmy Johnson. Since then, they have not made it to the Super Bowl. So what? Job has he... Okay, I don't know. They can't read. I mean, they can't spell. They can't write. Noah Young says, if Green Bay wins the Super Bowl, does Jerry Jones make it in the Packers Ring of Honor? That's a good one. Another fan said, as an Eagles fan, damn it. I'm sorry, hold on. I thought I had that pause. Another Eagles fan says, as an Eagles fan, thank you, Mr. Jerry Jones. You are the real Jay Jettas. Now, look now. Y'all keep on talking, Eagles. What if the Packers come through and whoop that ass? What if Micah Parsons has like 3 sacks and or a strip sack fumble on Jalen Hurts? Fumble on Jalen Hurts and it causes the game, NFC divisional playoff game or something. Eagles, no repeat. I don't know if the Eagles should be making fun of that too much. You didn't have to worry about the Cowboys if they had kept Micah. You got to worry about Green Bay now that they have Micah. Jared Mayock said even more proof that the Cowboys will never have success Well, Jerry Jones calling the shots. I love it. Ha, ha, ha. Edo said he's a Giants fan. And he says, thank you, Jerry. He didn't have to worry about him anymore. So that's why the Eagles are saying it. But don't act like you won't see the Packers in the postseason. You might. Art said no more drama. Here's another thing I want to say. In Jerry Jones' defense, I can't believe I'm saying that, but I did hear, even though Micah is not a bad guy off the field, he doesn't have any off the field antics or nothing like that. They didn't call him a cancer in the locker room, but some people say they're kind of sick of his shit. He's not the easiest person to get along with in the locker room. Now, again, neither was Antonio Brown. But Mike Tomlin put up with that shit as long as he could until he thought he lost a step, maybe. Even though he still looked pretty damn good in Tampa Bay, but he put up with his shit for as long as he could. Now, I haven't heard of Micah Parsons doing any type of Antonio Brown type of things in the locker room, but I did hear earlier today that this could possibly happen because he's kind of becoming a headache in the locker room. Has anyone else heard that in Dallas? Is Jerry Jones, did he just top what Nico Harrison did when he traded Luka earlier this year in January? Or do y'all still think nothing can top what Nico Harrison did? Neither one of them has won a championship. Micah didn't win a Super Bowl with the Cowboys. Luka didn't win a championship with the Mavericks. So I guess we can, I don't know. Adam LM said, I thought they was crazy. Yo, bro, this is crazy. It is. Kinda, I guess. I'm just so ecstatic right now. I don't know what to think or what to say. I'm just enjoying reading y'all shit. I didn't have a lot to talk about no one today, so we just gonna focus on this and we're gonna ride it. We're gonna let it ride out. We're gonna let it ride out. Steel Dre said Bronson Reed needs to take Jerry Jones' shoes and his ownership card. Now, somebody should have done that a long time ago. But I would not want to take his shoes off. He probably wouldn't even have on socks. And those feet may look pretty damn bad. I mean, at his age, does he even trim his nails? He could pay somebody to do it, right? Jose Rodriguez says, when is the 49ers playing again? It's week 1 like everybody else. What do you mean? Week 1, baby. Akeem, wealth educator. Well, shit. Well, educate me, brother. He said, we will be good. We the champs, bro. That's an Eagles fan talking. You probably will. I'm just saying. Don't poke too much fun at Dallas. You got to deal with Micah in Green Bay, though, at some point. As a Packers owner, we already own the Cowboys in the playoffs, says Donnie. Good comment, Donnie. Kermit the Frog says, no way. Marky Jr. says, Niners taking the bowl at home. I sure hope you're right, Marky. Damn, I hope you're right. Jerry Jones is easily one of the worst sports owner of all time. LOL, says Raw 650. Niners taking the bowl at home. My Maymont, bang bang Niner gang, showing love from Sacktown. Ooh, Sacktown in this bitch. I love it. Bay Area's finest. Maymont, I hope I didn't botch that, man. Bang bang to you. Donnie, he's a Packer fan, saying we got Parsons. Whew, this is crazy. He did win Defensive Player of the Year, though. That's Micah. Yes. Luka didn't do that. Luka didn't even win MVP. Even though he could have probably, but he hadn't done it. Micah has won Defensive Player of the Year. Good comment, Irvin. How do you feel about it? As a Bears fan, I still think Ben unlocked Caleb Williams well. We will be in a good spot. We'll find out. I said something crazy last week, and I said Tyson Bagent will eventually start for the Bears. Whether Caleb Williams get hurt or he just benches him for one game or for the end of a game, but then rides it out and says, I'm going to try one more game, and then it looks good, and he didn't give him that $10 million for nothing. I could be wrong. I hope you're right, though, because I'm rooting for Caleb. I am. Niner Faithful says Marky Jr. Thank you for that comment too, J4 Lynn. Bears fan in this biatch. Big Daddy Jake says Clark couldn't stay healthy with the Packers. Barely played full healthy seasons. Oh, nah, I didn't know that, Big Daddy. Jake, I didn't know that, Jake. Every time I see him, he's doing something. He's making plays. Now, if he can't stay healthy, this was a bad move. for Dallas. What if he stays healthy in Dallas? He didn't rotate a lot in Green Bay. He's all they kind of had. Maybe it would be different if they've got other bodies in Dallas. I don't know. I'm not trying to make Dallas look good here. I'm just saying that 2 first-round picks now. Let's not act like they didn't get nothing but Kenny Clark. They do have 2 first-round picks. It's just one is in 26, another one's in 27. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Hurts is better than Bosa for real. Hutchinson, yes. Thank you for that comment, the Chef BP. I think he is. I know Niner fans probably don't like me saying that, but I'm not biased. And when I am, I tell you. I got no reason to be biased toward Bosa, though. He doesn't do enough for me. He doesn't wreak enough havoc in the backfield. Good comment. I agree with you, the Chef. I think Aiden Hutchinson, I think Max Crosby especially. I even think Trey Hendrickson on most Sundays is better than Nick Bosa. So he's not top 5 to me. And with Parsons, he's not a better pass rusher, but he's a much better run stopper. You can't run at Bosa. I give him credit for that. He shouldn't be like this for nothing. He's swole. Sometimes I think that kind of goes against him, though. He seems like a big stiff board out there at times. Oh, that's my dog barking. I apologize for that. But yeah, I think you're right. I agree with you on that one, Chef. Max Crosby is above him. I agree. See? They agree with me. Thank you, Drew. First of all, Love needs to stay healthy, and they still need a wide receiver 1. Well, I'm hearing that, what's the name? Could be the rookie. Is it Mark Golden? Whatever Golden. He could be. Romeo Dobbs is still there. If Christian Watson can stay healthy, he was supposed to be the number 1. He just needs to stay healthy, and they need to catch the ball. Love got hurt, but this is his first injury, right? He was hurt all last year. I think we should ease up off Jordan Love a little bit, and we need to be more harder on those receivers. I agree with the second half of your comment. Mando, they led the league they were the second. They had the second most drops in the league. And when I watched them in the preseason, they were still dropping balls. Here's an interesting stat. The most sacks in their first 4 seasons. And Nick Bosa's name is not on it, Niner gang. He's not. The most sacks in the first 4 seasons, Reggie White had 70. Derek Thompson, may he rest in power. Derek Thomas had 58. J.J. Watt, 57. DeMarcus Ware, a Cowboy, 53 and a half. Once a Cowboy. Micah Parsons, 52 and a half. 52 and a half sacks in the first 4 seasons. Nick Bosa had 60 in his first 6 seasons. You tell me who's the better pass rusher. Y'all say numbers matter, right? They don't always matter to me, but they don't lie. But I think they are a bit deceiving. I can't talk today, y'all. I'm sorry. But Micah Parsons has 52 and a half in his first 4 seasons. That's NFL history. Only DeMarcus Ware, J.J. Watt, Derek Thomas, and Reggie White has done that. He's one of 2 players in NFL history with 12-plus sacks in each of his first 4 seasons. Only Reggie White done that. Yeah, Jerry Jones is a dumbass. He got in his feelings, y'all. He got in his feelings, and he made Micah say, I'm done. I don't want to be here anymore. Anthony Rangel says, will Parsons disappear in the games like he did a few times last year? LOL. You see, there's another person. I don't know if he's a Cowboy or not, but probably so. Maybe Cowboy fans aren't too butthurt about this, man. He just said, will he disappear in games like he did a few times last year? I know he disappeared every time they played the 49ers. Every time. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. He's good, but sometimes he's not. So this is very, very difficult to decide on who won and who lost. You got to see what the Cowboys are going to do with those picks and all of that too. And we don't even know. The Cowboys may ditch both of those picks in the next week for an offensive player or a defensive player or both. Who knows? They might not even hold on to these picks. They might not even wait till the draft and use it. We don't know. Maybe they've got another plan up their sleeves and we're going to be coming back saying, uh-oh, y'all was talking that shit. And Jerry Jones may drop a spade on y'all ass. A few spades. Baby Joker, little Joker. I don't know. Let's not act like they don't have the picks, but Looking at these numbers, though, that's hard to go against that too, man. That's history. Did you hear the names I said? Reggie White, Derek Thomas, J.J. Watt, DeMarcus Ware. Those are big names. Man. But good comment, man, though. They do need a number one. Let's see if it's golden. As a Bears fan, I think, I read that already. He was barely top 10, to be honest. Says no aim. Who, Micah Parsons? Well, if that's the case, then Jerry Jones did a good thing. Brandon J says the Packers will still finish 4th in the North. So he's got the Bears being better. Irvin says 2nd in the North. Drew says Detroit has something to fear now. I agree. I think you may be right, Drew. Good comment. I think it depends on Jordan Love, honestly. You're right, too, Jeremiah. Pack might win the division, says the Chef BP. I don't know, man. We're going to see. Could be. Forlin says, I still think the Lions are winning the North. Ryan O'Neal, what you think of the new uniforms? They're all right. They're fresh. They kind of fresh. But I like to just rock the red and gold, man. I'm sorry. Nothing tops that, in my opinion. And didn't they bring us like bad luck the last time we wore black jerseys when Kaepernick and all of them were there after Harbaugh left? We didn't win a damn game in those things, except for like week 1. That's all we ever did when we got sorry. Week 1, we would win, and we probably wouldn't win another game until December. Jerry's gone by next weekend for sure. Who go get rid of him? Tucker Kraft? That's why he gets away. That's why he gets away with the shit he gets away with. Thank you for the comment, Tucker. Dude Turtle says Bears. Eddie, what's up, man? Thank you for joining me, Eddie Fair. They're almost second rounders. Yeah, they will be second rounders. You're right about that. If the Packers are still going to be good, if they're going to bounce back, and they still make the playoffs last year, even when we said Jordan Love was not that good when he was injured. So you're right. Those are damn near second round picks. We got CMC from Carolina for second round picks. Was it 3 seconds or 2 seconds and a third? I'm not sure. It would have been worth it had we won the Super Bowl. But we definitely got him there. Dustin is laughing. Dustin Cento, he's laughing. The Packers are going to win the Super Bowl, says Reload. Where was LT? He didn't make that list right there as far as sacks in the first 4 seasons. He didn't have quite that many. But then again, now this stuff didn't count until 82 when the sack thing really was official. Can Man, the quarterback, losing the Super Bowl. Severe is talking to Can Man. I missed whatever he said. When you see the 49ers logo, what person comes to mind? Joe, Jerry, Matthew. Yeah, I was right. No, I said Mark. I'm sorry. Matthew Golden. Thank you, Hudson. Matthew Golden. I can't never get his name right. 49ers Empire in the house. Says Drunken God 365, 635. Bang, bang, drunk. Bang, bang. We are. You defend them titles, though. You are a fighting champ, says Carlos with the OBS. Yeah, thank you, man. Big goal. Big goal. Man, Michael Parsons is going to be wearing that around his waist when he shows up to Dallas week 4, Sunday Night Football. That's going to be the highest rated game of the Sunday Night Football, probably. Late round picks, big dog, says Low Key Smurf. They are. Probably, yep, they're late round. Might as well say second picks like the other guy said. Yep. Y'all really like those uniforms, don't you? Sid is asking me too what I think about them. They're all right. Bourne and Purdy, let's go. We haven't got Purdy yet. I mean, we haven't got Kendrick Bourne yet. I need to talk about that too while I'm here. We got Valdez-Scantling yesterday, but he's not on the 53-man roster. He's been pushed down to the practice squad, and we brought back Russell Gage Jr. I thought this was a very good move because Russell Gage Jr. was somebody who didn't look bad in preseason, and he's got like a 7-8 year career. He's been pretty good. He's solid out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He has played with the Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in his career, had some pretty good years there, was drafted in 2018. Pretty good move to bring him back. I guess we must have kept him on the practice squad. I thought we just waived him. I didn't know we got him back on the practice squad. We've elevated him up, signed him to a 1-year deal. So I'm about to talk about those 5 receivers that we're about to roll with. I want KB to come home, says Alexander. He's a blocker. We know he can do that. So can Valdez Scantling, but Valdez Scantling has been bumped back down to the practice squad. Maybe they want him to kind of, get some continuity, learn that playbook or whatever. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But it doesn't matter to me if Bourne comes back or not. I mean, he's not good for much other than run blocking. Jerry Jones, the NFC's version of Al Davis. Yeah, but he's worse. Wouldn't you agree? I think he's shown us now that he's worse because he's had more time. Al Davis has been gone for quite a while now. May he rest in peace. And that's how Jerry Jones is kind of won now by default as far as being the worst. But good comment, Dre. You're right. The Eagles will two-peat, says Eagles fly, Eagles fly. You're probably right. You're probably right, but I think the Packers have something to say about that. The Packers have now jumped to the favorites to win the NFC North at plus 170, ahead of the Lions at plus 195, the Vikings at plus 320, and the Bears, of course, still at the bottom at plus 600. Wow, that changed quick. That's according to FanDuel. Subject to change, but yeah, according to FanDuel, the Packers are already winning the North. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's all I can say. Wow. Okay, let me get to some of this stuff and I'm going to catch up with y'all. I've been reading the whole time. I've read a lot. Y'all bear with me now and let me get some of this stuff off my chest. It ain't a whole lot. 47 per for Micah Parsons. Wow. The 3-time All-Pro linebacker is traded to the Packers. Okay. Russell Gage Jr., 6 feet, 184 pounds, originally drafted by the Falcons in the 6th round. From 18 to 21, he played with the Falcons, and then Tampa Bay from 22 to 2024. Just last year, he was a Baltimore Raven, and last year, at the end of the year, he was on our practice squad in 2024. He's appeared in 74 games, 25 starts, 244 receptions for 2,500 receiving yards, 14 touchdowns, 6 carries for 21 yards. He also appeared in one postseason contest where he tallied in 2 catches for 10 yards, and that was last season. Gage signed with the Ravens in August of last year. Then he was waived, and then he made it to our practice squad in November 6, 2024. I didn't even remember that. He then signed a reserve future contract with the San Francisco 49ers on January 7, 2025, prior to being released by the team August 26 of 2025. The 29-year-old native of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Gage attended the Louisiana State University from 14 to 18. He appeared in 27 games, 6 starts, total 26 catches for 347 yards, 4 touchdowns, while adding 28 carries for over 230 yards. We also got Blake Martinez, 6'2", 220, originally entered the NFL, signing with the Detroit Lions. Hold on here. I'm having some, okay. Spin, okay, here we go. Where did that go? Yeah, Martinez, 6'2", 220, originally entered the NFL after signing with the Lions. He's an undrafted free agent in May of 2023. He was waived by the Lions in 2023. He then signed with the Jets in 2024, where he spent the year on the team's practice squad. He was waived by the Jets August 24th of this year, and now he's a Niner. He is probably going to be QB3, but for now, he will be on the practice squad. Now, he can run now. He's got legs, so he could be a dual threat when needed, but we'll see. I'm not saying he's going to pass Mac Jones, but we don't know. Mac Jones is dealing with an injury right now. Martinez is 25 years old, a 25-year-old native of Fresno, California, and he attended the University of Nebraska from 2018 to 2021 and Kansas State in 2022, where he appeared in 49 games, 47 starts, completed 788 of his 1,239 passing attempts. That's 64%, and 51 touchdowns through the air to go along with 619 carries for a whopping 2,928 yards. That's 4.7 yards a carry. He had 45 touchdowns with his legs. And as a senior in 2022, he earned the All Big 12 Honorable Mention honors. So that's our quarterback now, Blake Martinez. And he's added. Russell Gage is now on the practice squad. To make room for Russell Gage Jr., the Niners had to make room on the roster by releasing safety Richie Grant. And I've been saying Blake. Adrian Martinez, running back Sincere McCormick, and wide receiver Marquez Valdez-Scantling are the three guys who are now going to the practice squad. So that's a surprise. Valdez-Scantling's on the practice squad as of now. I didn't know he was 6'4" either, though. Okay. Wanted to say that. What else I got here? Not a whole lot, but okay. What else we got here? College football is about to kick off too here shortly. So got quite a few games here tonight. Boise State and USF. Kevin Owens, WWE. Kevin Owens said that he could possibly have his in-ring return next year. He's hopeful after having fusion neck surgery. Tyreek Hill is on track to play week 1. Mike McDaniel says that Tyreek Hill's oblique injury, I guess, is okay now. He's expected to suit up versus the Colts. Suit up and play is two different things, but it has both on here. That's according to NFL Network. What else I got? Not a whole lot. Kuminga is holding up the Sacramento Kings from making trades. Sacramento is resisting urge to pursue Russell Westbrook. I guess they mean Russell Westbrook. It says Russ. And other small deals amid the rumors, according to The Athletic. Look, the Packers, the Warriors have been trying to get rid of Kuminga, but they wanted to do a sign and trade, and it seems like Kuminga doesn't want that. So I can't tell you why. Okay, here's an interesting comment. Remember when I said F the market, especially the quarterback market? I've said that quite a few times. I've been saying it since last year or the year before last. I've been saying it for a minute now, basically saying that Tua Tagovailoa, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, some of y'all say Jordan Love, they don't deserve these contracts. Well, they got $50+ million, and they haven't did the things that Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes have done. Purdy's in that category too now at 53 per, but even Brock Purdy has done more than these guys that I just mentioned. Somebody else said the same thing. He just was too scared and too much of a coward to put his name on it. Unc ain't scared to say shit. I said it a few years ago. This dude just not joining the party. I don't know who he is, but let me see if I can get the report here. NFL exec shades quarterback contracts. He said, we're paying guys just to pay guys. According to The Athletic. Duh, that's what I've been saying. As more quarterbacks continue to get paid a lot of money with contract extension, at least one NFL executive is questioning why teams are ponying up for players outside of the top tier group at that position. Speaking to The Athletic's Jeff Howie, the executive said, we're paying guys just to pay guys in reference to players like Tua Tagovailoa, Trevor Lawrence, and Jordan Love when they don't have highly accomplished resumes. He put names on that. He just didn't put his own damn name on it. But he put some quarterback names out there. He forgot to say Justin Herbert. Or did I say Herbert? No, he said Tua, Trevor, and Jordan. Justin Herbert doesn't have a playoff win, though, bruh. I know he's good. He has skills, but he doesn't have it on the resume. And you just said resume. He doesn't have a highly accomplished resume when it comes to postseason. Even Trevor Lawrence has one playoff win, and that was against Justin Herbert. The comment is part of a bigger story Ho wrote about the way teams go about building a roster at a time when quarterbacks are making money, making more money than ever over extensions. Yeah. So I just wanted to say that somebody else agrees with me. And basically he's saying fuck the market too, just like me, without saying fuck the market. What else do I got here? Not a whole lot more. I already told you Kevin Owens talked about his possible in-ring return. He hopes to compete in the next year after that neck fusion surgery. Travis Kelce and his Chiefs jerseys see a massive spike after Taylor Swift and himself got engaged. Who cares? The WWE is embarrassed by Becky Lynch's comments on in her promo on Monday night. This is probably BS because I'm sure they write all the promos. They didn't let Becky Lynch just get out there and say what she wanted to say, but whatever. I told y'all Monday night when I came here for the post show, I said, a little too soon, Becky, too soon. No, I said too soon, WWE, because I don't think it was her idea. If it was, she's wrong, but I don't think it was on her. Tony Khan got blasted by Jake Hager, former AEW wrestler. I mean, he blasted him. And he also blasted Goldberg, saying that he needs to stay away, like a lot of old wrestlers who come and take away the shine and the spotlight from the young talent. Somebody else has been saying that too on the Great Debate Show or whatever that podcast is. Everybody calls him Unc. Who is that guy? But anyway, what an interview that was from Jake Hager. I forgot who that was with, but y'all look it up. You'll find it. He shitted on Tony Khan. Basically said everything that we already know just from watching the AEW show. We know, Tony, you suck, and you're a big kid. John Lynch said we're not doing that. Not doing what? The 49ers general manager John Lynch reaffirms that the teams won't trade wide receiver Juwan Jennings. Well, what's going to happen with him? A developing story out of Phoenix was that the Suns and Matt Ishbia sued by the team's minority owners over refused access to eternal records, per lawsuit obtained by ESPN. And Tyronn Lue said that Kyrie trade crushed LeBron. The former Cavs head coach recalls LeBron James' reaction to the 2017 trade when Kyrie went to Boston. That didn't work out. Congratulations to Travis Hunter. He welcomes a son into the world. The Jags rookie announces the birth of his first child with wife, Liana Linney, in a video. Is it Liana Linney or Liana Linney Hunter? I guess it's not Hunter. Cam Ward, named captain of the Titans. The Titans' #1 pick, earns leadership role as a rookie. That is solid. And I think that he's going to have a great rookie year. Okay, I'm done. That's it. I told you I didn't have a lot. I just wanted to, say that I said everything that I had to say. Is there anything else popping off right now? I don't know. If it is, y'all let me know. But I don't think it is. I'm going to read a few more comments and we can get on out of here. Again, I'm a little early. I wasn't supposed to start until another 20 minutes or so. But hey, how can you hold up and wait when you got breaking news like this? This was an emergency podcast that I had to come with. NFL rivalries uniforms revealed for the AFC East and the NFC West. So those are the two divisions that are doing those rivalry uniforms. I've seen them all. They're cool, not too shabby, like I said, but I hope we don't really wear them. I'm just so red and gold, y'all. I'm sorry. What's up to Isaac Singleton in the building? He's talking to B. Wayne in a comment saying, Wayne, luckily for Parsons, you can run at anybody in the Packers defense, so he won't be sold out. Oh, damn. So the Packers are not that good defensively then, Isaac? I guess not. We're going to find out. Keeg34 said y'all traded more for Trey Lance than the Packers did for Micah. You got that? No, we didn't. We traded Trey Lance for, oh, you mean when we traded for him? Yeah, that's true. And that's why I said fire Kyle. Thank you for the comment, though. And thank you for reminding me how stupid Kyle can be at times. Keej34. MJ Rose in the building. Just want to thank you for doing all the research for us. Thank you, Mr. Jose and Mrs. Mickey. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. And thank you for that #3 gift badger. That's what I'm here for, y'all. Yes, you did, says Keeg34. Big Daddy. Red says Washington is winning the division over Philly, New York, and Dallas. Well, you know what? That's not far-fetched. We can see that happening. But do you really think the Eagles are not going to be just as good? They got 10 out of 11 starters coming back on offense. Yeah, they lost some guys on defense, but not many. They pretty much got the replacements there. That's why they lost them. I just don't go against Howie Roseman, man. He's the best general manager in the game, and I thought that before they got their Super Bowl. But now that they have it, he is the best. Let's see here what else I got. Ex-NFL player arrested by Roswell police. I don't even know who that is. It looks like he was a Cowboy. He looks familiar, but I don't know who that is. No, there's no more news. to talk about other than the blockbuster trade today of Micah Parsons getting traded from the Cowboys to the Green Bay Packers for 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark. Again, those 2 first-round picks, one is in 26, the other one is in 27. What are the Cowboys going to do this season with Kenny Clark? Some people say he's been hurt for the past few years. I don't know. I thought that he was still pretty good. Let's talk about the Cowboys' schedule real quick before I go. Now that they don't have Micah Parsons anymore, how are they going to fare week 1 at Philly? That's 7 days from now. Next Thursday, we will be having the NFL season kickoff. Week 2, they host the Giants. Week 3, they go to the Bears. At the Bears, week 4, that's their game, highlighted in red. They host the Green Bay Packers on Sunday Night Football. Do y'all not think this is a coincidence on how this happened? They just so happen to be playing the Packers on Sunday Night Football, and that's where he gets traded to. And he got traded to the Panthers. They played on week 6. That wouldn't have been on prime time. Had he got traded to the Bills or the Bengals or the Ravens, they don't play any of those teams. But they do play the Packers. Wow. Okay, week 5 at the Jets. Week 6 at the Panthers. Week 7, they host the Commanders. Week 8 at the Broncos. Week 9 versus the Cardinals on Monday Night Football. Okay. Week 10. Oh, well, the Cardinals are supposed to be better, though, this year. Week 10, they got a bye. Week 11 at the Raiders on Monday Night Football. Cowboys, Raiders on Monday night? Okay. Raiders got a Monday Night Football game. Week 12 versus the Eagles at home. Week 13 versus the Chiefs at home. And that's on Thanksgiving. Week 14 at the Lions on Thursday Night Football. Amazon Prime. That should be good, I guess. Or it could just be a blowout for the Lions. Week 15, they host the Vikings on Sunday Night Football. Okay. The Cowboys have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn. 6 primetime games for the Dallas Cowboys? Why? A team that didn't make the playoffs last year? 6? And they've got another game after the Sunday night game against the Vikings. Week 16, they got the Chargers at home. Week 17, they've got they go to Washington to play the Commanders. That's on Christmas. So they play Thanksgiving and Christmas this year. And week 18, they finally close it off at the Giants. I see 0-1. I see... Will they beat the Giants at home? Maybe they'll beat the Giants at home. 1-1 at the Bears. I don't know what to think of the Bears. I'm going to say 2-1. No, I'm going to say they're going to lose at Chicago. 1-2. Packers, 1-3 at the Jets. Man, I want to say they're going to lose that, but I'll be fair. 2-3 at the Panthers. They won't win both of those games on a 2-game road trip. I'm going to say 2-4. I say they lose at Carolina. Week 7, they play the Commanders at home. They may win that one. Where am I at here? 0-1, 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 2-3, 2-4. Commanders, 2-5. At Broncos, 2-6. Cardinals, they host them. Maybe 3-6. Then a bye week. At the Raiders, maybe 4-6. Eagles at home. Maybe they win that one and split, go 5-6. The Chiefs, 5-7. At the Lions, 5-8. The Vikings, 5-9. The Chargers, 5-10. At the Commanders, 5-11. At the Giants, they may lose that too. Damn, the Cowboys may go 5-12. They could be worse than last year. Or did I not? Or did I give them some wrong way? Maybe they beat the Jets and the Panthers. That's still just 6 wins. Maybe they beat the Bears too. That's 7 wins. Maybe I'm hard on them. Maybe they beat the Giants twice. But I got them losing. I got them splitting with the Giants. But even if they beat the Giants once, that's 8. Maybe I'm too hard on them. I don't see them beating these other teams. I don't know if they beat the Raiders in Vegas, but I gave them that win. Maybe they're still 7-10, 8-9 at best. Am I tripping? Is Unc smoking that crack or what? What y'all think? You heard what I was saying? Kendrick said I'm tripping. Of course I am. You would say that, cowboy. You're a cowboy, ain't you? They're not beating the Eagles. They're not beating the Packers. They're not beating the Commanders. They're not beating the Broncos. I don't know if they're going to beat the Cardinals, but I'll give them that. They're not beating the Eagles the second time around. They're not beating the Chiefs on Thanksgiving. They're not beating the Lions on Thursday night. They're not beating the Vikings on Sunday night. That's 8 losses already. I don't think they're beating the Chargers either. They play the Commanders again. Yeah, I got at least 10 losses, y'all. They're 7-10 again. And I was about to say that they're going to actually go back to the playoffs. Okay, Kendrick, what's their record going to be then? What's their record going to be then, wise guy? Tell me. Mike said Cowboys made the best deal they could. Really? They couldn't find a better deal with an AFC team? How many of those will be flex later in the year? Yeah, a lot of them. But damn, why did they give them 6 primetime games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sorry, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I can count 7. And that Christmas game, that might not be prime time, but at the Commanders on Christmas, ain't they going to be like on Netflix or something? That's not considered prime time too? They've got 7 or 8 primetime games. Damn. You can't flex the one on Christmas because I think that's Netflix or Prime Video. I think Netflix. That's what they did last year with the Chiefs and whoever, the Ravens. I don't see them winning none of those games. And yeah, the Viking game will probably get flexed the Sunday because that's Sunday night. You can't flex the Lions on Thursday night. They can't flex the Chiefs game. That's Thanksgiving. You can't flex Monday night. Or can you? Yeah, they can flex Monday night too. No, they don't do that anymore, do they? No, they don't. This is very interesting. Okay. Good question though, Gio. Some of those games should get flexed though, because I think their season is going to be over with by the time they get to the bye. Yeesh. Steve Young, best lefty, says Hawk. You got that right. You got that right, brother. Let me move out of the way. Let me move out of the way for a minute. Keegan said something about Bosa. What about Bosa? Dallas minus Micah and Rico. Trash organization, says Big Daddy Red. Seems like it. 100 Talon follow. Thank you. Y'all rival jerseys is tough. I'm an Ohio State fan, so might get both. Or Bosa. Okay, I got you. You may get Bosa's. Got you. Thank you, Sanchez, 25. 100% RC says they will finish last in their division. The Giants are starting to look better than Dallas right now after looking at that schedule. Somebody give me the Cowboys record then if I'm tripping. Kendrick, what's up? What's their record going to be? I'm waiting. Uper Kev says week 4, Dallas Green Bay. Micah getting about 7 sacks. Imagine losing Luka and Micah in the same calendar year. Sheesh. Good comments, Uper Kev. That's what makes me think it's fake. Y'all think it's a coincidence that happened? I don't. They both decided to be dummies in the same year. I don't know. Something big is going to happen in Dallas. Maybe not this year, but at some point. Right now, they're the laughing stock. They may get their moment to shine though later on, and I don't know. But the irony of that. First Nico Harrison in January, now Jerry Jones. And somebody actually, we talked about this. After the basketball season ended or, during the finals, we were like, what if the Cowboys, somebody said it on here too. Like, what if the Cowboys trade Micah Parsons or something like that? Like, that would be like the worst year for Dallas sports. And so let me see, what can the Texas Rangers do dumb to make them look bad? Or is that out of the question because, well, no, the Texas Rangers they're not a bad baseball team. If I don't recall, the Texas Rangers aren't that bad. Donkey Kong says Niners. Yeah. Bang, bang, Niner game. Back at you, James. Back at you. Felipe, Packers did that trade just to lose the divisional round. You may be right. They only got one player out of it. They didn't get anything else, but we'll see. Washington is winning the division. I saw that already. Okay. Rangers are bringing back Nolan Ryan. Yeah, right, Dre. Good one. Dre probably should be doing stand-up. He's always got the jokes on here. He keeps this show funny. Cowboys are cooked, says Evan is real. It certainly looks like it. I didn't know the schedule was this tough. Maybe they beat the Chargers at home. That could probably be 8 wins. 7 wins. Maybe they beat the Vikings at home, but I don't know. Do you think they'll beat the Vikings at home? Maybe that would be 9 wins, but maybe they split with the Commanders. That would be 10. But, I mean, those are some big ifs. Without Micah, do you really think they'll do that? I don't know. Let's see what Kenny Clark can do this year. Somebody said that he's been banged up the past few years, but a lot of other people are telling me he's still that guy. He's still good, and it's an upgrade for them because they think that Micah so easily to get ran at and all of that. All right, YouTube is kind of dry, man, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Mr. Ski said they do unk. Hold on, what did I say? They do what, Mr. Ski? I've been doing so much talking. Kendrick Tailman says 17-0. You being funny, man. He's laughing too. Like, stop it. Be for real. What are they going to really be? Carter, thank you for following and joining us. My Jenny 85, how you doing? She says it's a celebration for us Packers today. What number do you think he will get? Who wears number 11 for Green Bay? If no one, it should get number 11. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you, Jenny. My Jenny 85. My brother was born in 85. Congratulations. I hope this works out for you. Are you going to miss Kenny Clark? Has Kenny Clark been injured the past few seasons? Somebody said that. I'm trying to see if they're telling the truth or if they're hating. Let me know. The New Jerseys are fire and terrible news for the Cowgirls. What a fantastic day, says Evan is real. Yeah, I know it's a lot of Niner fans on social media clowning right now. They really do like to make fun of other teams, and they got to understand they're going to get us too, though, as soon as they can. But it's usually not the Cowboys because when have they really got to clown us? They ain't beat us in some years. We've pretty much gotten the best of them for the past 4 or 5 years. And I'm sure they're getting the best of the fans right now on social media too right now. I can't wait to get off and see what everybody's saying. I know there's going to be some funny memes out there. Y'all know the NFL is, the internet is undefeated. Man, I'm finna watch some college football though, y'all. What about y'all? Mr. Jose and Mrs. Mickey says 0-18. Damn. Well, look, I'm trying to make it look better because when I looked at it at first, I was like 5-12 for real. Then I said, well, maybe they'll win 6 or 7 games. They'll go 7-10 like last year. And I'm trying to give them 8 or 9 wins, but I wouldn't say 0-18, but maybe that's what they need to do. Because if you can go 0-18, or if they are 5-12, like I see can happen, 6-11, 7-10 at best, you get a good draft pick. Then you get the Packers draft pick. It would be best for them to have a bad record because that'll be their highest first round pick. The Packers are going to have a high first round pick that the Cowboys are going to get. It's damn near a second rounder. So maybe they do need to go 0-18. Oh my God. This is so funny, man. Damn. Jerry Jones strikes at it again. Can Stephen Jones tell his dad you're fired? I'll take over your duties too now. Just chill. We're going to put you in an old folks home. I got it from here. Can he do that? No, he can't. Is he a minority owner? I don't think he's that either. Does he have any percentage of the Cowboys? Thank you for the comment, Mr. Jose and Mrs. Mickey. Still, Dre, all of the Cowboy games should be on Sunday for church purposes. Dre, I'm telling you, man, we're going to take you on the road, and I'm going to be your manager. JIN says, imagine losing Luka and Micah. Dallas fans are in shambles. For real. Jennifer the Block. I'm just Jenny from the block. Jenny from the block says, are you from Frisco? I wish. No. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. You can't hear it? I didn't even get to go to San Francisco, so I got to get back out there, Jenny, from the block. Can you maybe show me around the block or two? I didn't even get to go to the bridge and everything the last time I was out there. And that was right before COVID. 49ers and Steelers for the 2019 season. That was a Super Bowl year, too. Who knew? Well, I did because I predicted it, but I wasn't podcasting then. We beat Mason Rudolph and the Steelers. Jimmy Garoppolo threw a touchdown to win the game. And I believe it was to Dante Pettis. Neither one of them were there, and they're both trash. Who knew, right? But yeah, I'm not from San Fran, though, unfortunately. Thank you for the question, though, Jenny from the block. I like that name, man. JSV says, yes. Kendrick said, you tripping. But then he came out and said 18-0. So, he still didn't give me what the record is really going to be. I bet he's looking at it now, and he realizes that Unk ain't too far off. with that 5-12 prediction. Cowboys made the best deal they could. Oh, I read that already. Okay, looks like I'm caught up then. I'm good. I'm hoping Micah gets number 0. No one has ever had that number in the Packers because Jaden wears 11. Oh, Jaden Reed. Okay, Jenny. I got you. 0's cool. 0's cool. Maybe he should get 00. 007. And this seems like some James Bond shit. Man, what the hell happened? Jesus Lopez says, I'm from the Bay and will always be a loyal Niners fan. That's right. That's right. Bang, bang, Jesus. My Jenny 85, thank you for following. Omar, thank you for following. My Jenny is laughing. King, thank you. King, thank you for liking. Jose, also, thank y'all, man, so much. I appreciate y'all. For real, for real. I do this weekdays. Sometimes noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Sometimes 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Either way it go, if you follow, and if you hit the subscribe button on YouTube and the notification bell would help as well, you're not going to miss my content. Whenever I pop up, I'm going to pop up. Look at this. What's up, my brother? From Arizona. What is that word again? Salutus? Salute from Arizona. What's up, Luis? Arizona in the building. Hope all is well out there. I know it's hot as a motherfucker. Strike, or SRT, SKE is in the building with a lot of cheesehead emojis and a boot. Are y'all going to put boot the asses? That's a Packer fan. I ain't cheesehead. The Niners have shredded a lot of cheese in our time, but I don't want to upset Jenny from the block and all of them. I don't want to upset y'all. Bang, bang, up. Right back at you. Right back at you, brother. Vivian says, man, when Jimmy G left, I know we was all devastated. He was one of the best players we had ever had. He's being Vivian's being sarcastic, right? Bang, bang, Niner gang says, washed up dad. Oh, nah, man, don't say that. You're not washed. Luis says, hi, from Arizona. Pretty much. Yeah, I know it is. A good 107 degrees right about now, probably. It's pretty comfortable today here. We had a little light rain, and yeah, it only got up to about 80, 81. Did you say you are from Memphis? Says Chastity 2605. I am, unfortunately. Yes, I am. Luis, hell yeah, dust storms go crazy over here. I still want to come because I hear Arizona is an underrated, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sight to see. And I would like to see the Grand Canyon, and I just want to see those cactuses. And Phoenix is really rising. It's beautiful. I've heard a lot of good things about Phoenix. I don't know where you are in Arizona, but I want to come to Phoenix. I got a classmate that just moved out there recently. I need to go out there. Steel Dre said 34 points for Luka today. Damn, they still playing in that EuroLeague stuff? So, all right, y'all, this is the great debate of the day. What is the worst trade? Nico Harrison trading Luka to the Lakers or Jerry Jones trading Micah Parsons to the Packers? Which one do you got? We got 2 minutes and I'm signing off. When I see 90 minutes up there on YouTube, I'm done. I'm gone. What y'all say? What you got? Nah, Jimmy was amazing for us. Jimmy G. Don't know why he gets so much hate. He was damn good, says Vivian. He did his part, but, you know, like, he still wasn't that good. All he did was throw slant after slant and skinny post after skinny post. He was a duck, pretty much a sitting duck in the pocket. He got a lot of balls batted down. He a lot of things you saw he had problems with in between the years. I think he is kind of a dummy. He's just a good-looking guy that the ladies like to look at. And Vivian, I would think Vivian is a woman. And I'm not trying to say that that's why you're saying that. I'm sure you know your football. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't great either. Look, no matter what he was, if he didn't overthrow, what's his name? Emmanuel Sanders in Super Bowl 54, man, I'd probably be calling him the GOAT damn near. Even though I know that would be biased as fuck. But he would have won me a Super Bowl, so I wouldn't give a damn. And, you know, Flacco won a Super Bowl. Nick Foles won a Super Bowl, so I wouldn't have cared. But I think you kind of put a little bit too much on that. How did he look with the Raiders? It was more of the scheme and all the talent that he had around him. Purdy's already better than Garoppolo. But, man, what do I know? I'm just a podcaster here in Memphis, Tennessee. Thank you for the comment, though, Vivian. It's okay for you to have those those feelings about him. It's okay. He wasn't bad with us, but I was just trying to explain to everybody's been trying to explain to people for a while now why he was so successful. He's still the same guy that handed the ball off 8. He's still the same guy that had 8 pass attempts in the 2019 NFC Championship game. Logan Yarbrough, thank you for joining. Skeezy, thank you also. If Jimmy G had the only something we have right now, we would be terrible. Right. Agreed, Junior. Agreed. O-line carried the Niners. Agreed. Kyle needs to get back to an O-line like that, too. I never thought I'd say I miss some of those guys like Joe Staley. Well, I don't really miss Joe Staley, but I wish we could have him and Trent. Left or right, I don't care. And we had that good center, too, at the time. I don't remember. Did we have Alex Mack that year? Or was that a little later? We had Alex Mack for 1 or 2 years. Weston Richburg wasn't bad. Somebody that we had got out of the Giants. Yeah, we were much better then than we are now. He doesn't address the O-line anymore, though. Not anymore. Chastity said, my son is a Laker fan, so he is happy. So I'm very surprised by Parsons going to Green Bay. Which one is worse? Nico Harrison's trading Luka, or Jerry Jones? I hadn't got an answer for that yet. Do you believe Brock would take the Niners to the Super Bowl again? I kind of do. But I just wish it was another coach calling the plays, because I think Purdy would excel even more if he had another coach. I kind of do. I kind of do. Packers are cooked. They have to pay Micah Parsons $188 million and Jordan Love $220 million. That is a lot of money. But keep in mind, the salary cap goes up every damn year. It gets higher and higher. Okay, here we go. We got some answers now. Luis said it's still Nico, bro. Okay. Luis said, you think Kyle has to go? I've been thinking that for a while now, but he's not going anywhere. San Francisco window is about closed, in my opinion. Hey, man, I said last year it was closed, and it sure did look like it, didn't it? But now we're just trying to open it back up. We don't have to talk about the Super Bowl window anymore. It's about how fast we can open it back up. I do think it's closed. Let's be realistic. I know I'm always am. But I do think we can crack it back open. And that's what it is. How long is it going to take? How fast can we crack it back open? The Rams seem to do it pretty quick. We need a wide receiver, bro. We do. Agree with you, bro. Thank you, Luis. We added, we brought back Russell Gage Jr. We brought him back, 1-year deal. Valdez-Scantling, he's gone to the practice squad. To do all of that, we had to release Richie Grant. We also added a running back. I'm not looking at his name right now, but yep, we done that too.